Big Gretch out.
Good morning.
That's the way to say goodbye.
That is one way to say goodbye, and it was Whitmer's last State of the State address last night. We'll go over that coming up here on Daybreak Plus. We'll also take you live to Devos Place.
That looks nice.
Doesn't it?
Looks tropical.
It is nice. I don't think it's very warm in there yet. They had to open all the doors to get all that
That's true.
equipment inside, but the Home and Garden Show opens today in downtown Grand Rapids. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Daybreak Plus on a Thursday or Friday Eve, as I like to call it.
It is Friday Eve, and we do welcome you.
So you said tropical earlier. Was it the little pool or the umbrellas?
All the trees.
Little
the trees.
in
I was
there.
just trying to. I
Yeah.
was looking at this like tropical.
Tropical might be extreme.
It was funny. One
I like where you're
place,
going with it, though.
one place where Duncan was standing in there, it did look like he was in the middle of the forest. Maybe not a tropical forest.
Tropical,
but-
yeah.
Actually, looked
Yeah.
like a giant marijuana plant next to him at one point.
Those are all real plants, aren't they?
They are. They are. I thought so. I'm not
think
down
they are.
there. We'll have to ask him. Is he
Yeah.
coming in?
He put something together for us.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
could text him now and ask.
Yeah.
Before we get to Duncan's segment, we'll ask
Find out.
if it is or not. Doesn't feel tropical outside right now, but
No.
but wait.
But we like that. But we have some warmer temperatures. I think we could have 50 tomorrow.
Okay.
50 degrees.
Were you out yesterday? Yesterday afternoon?
I did not get out yesterday.
Okay, I know sometimes you run your
Yeah.
stairs or
Oh
run
my
those
gosh,
stairs.
it was so cold.
It was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold. I don't normally wear snow pants. Taking my dog for a walk, but I broke down. I was like, well, I'm
Wow,
wearing
you
snow
know
pants,
it's cold
man.
when.
Yeah.
That should be a segment. You
Yeah.
know it's cold when.
I was wondering how do dogs do that? I take her from inside. She's like on the furniture, unfortunately. And then it's like, Georgie, let's go for a walk. And, I just take her out. The wind chill is, I think I looked at my phone. It was 7 above. And she's just like, doo-doo-doo.
This is exciting.
And I'm just like, what?
I think it might be all the fur.
It might be. But my point is, how can they handle it,
In
being,
both.
close
And
to
they
70?
seem to like it.
Yeah.
They're like rubbing up against the fireplace.
Yeah. Well, she was rolling in the snow, and I don't get it, whatever.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Well, I'll tell you what. This has been an amazing winter. I'm working on my final snow sport report,
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
and it's been such a fun year. Compared, especially like a couple years ago, like I just had bad news after bad news. But this year has been anything but, and this is why. Look at some of these totals. It's just amazing.
I'm going skiing this weekend, so I
Are
was
you? Yeah,
hoping
that's
you'd have a
right.
good snow sports report.
Cool. Are you heading up tomorrow?
Today.
You heading
No,
up today?
tomorrow. Oh my
Tomorrow?
gosh. I don't know what day it is.
I say that because I'm going to take my son and I are going up to the Grayling area and actually snowmobiling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're kind of heading in the same direction.
We're heading where are we going? Nubs Knob.
Nubs Knob, yeah.
So that's farther north,
Yep, a little bit farther north, yep.
which is good because they have even more
Oh,
snow.
yeah. So far in Grand Rapids, interesting enough, we're 6 inches above average, so half a foot above average at 73 inches. Our average for the year, or a normal average, is about 78. So we'll probably eclipse that, I would think, because I'll show you in a little bit. We average about 7 inches the month of March, although March looks really warm to begin. Muskegon, you've eclipsed 100 inches for the season. You're 2 feet above average, just amazing. And look at Gaylord, 132 inches of snow. It gets even more impressive. Sault Ste. Marie, over 152 inches. And Marquette, you got to be kidding me. My daughter was attending school last year, Marquette. Like, man, you missed one epic winter. She's no longer there. She's at GVSU. But 207 inches of snow and over 62 inches above average. Wow. That's
All right.
quite amazing.
That is crazy.
So that's led to just an amazing winter for snow sports, and this weekend should be fantastic. With the warm temperatures heading our way tomorrow, we're going to wipe out pretty much all the snow from Big Rapids southward. Just travel north. You'll be fine, especially once you get up around M72 north. There's plenty of snow out there, so that's right around the Grayling area northward. And the UP, just incredible amounts of snow up there. I even saw a location, it's like the base of just south of Houghton. It's 70 inches being reported on the ground. What? That's like 6 feet. Houghton over 40 inches, 44 in the Munising area. Sault Ste. Marie just under 3 feet of snow at the level. Herman at 54 inches. It's over 4 feet. So just basically, if you're a snowmobiler, pick your spot basically anywhere in UP. As I mentioned, we're going to lose some of that snow. Here comes some warmer temperatures for tomorrow. A brisk south wind. But it's going to be cooler up to the north, so don't worry, Teresa. I think it'll be skiing in 30s up there. And then, are you skiing Saturday?
Saturday,
Or
yeah.
Saturday. It's going to be chillier Saturday. I think hovering right around 20 degrees.
That's good though. I mean, that's almost perfect.
Yeah.
'Cause if it's too warm, you've got all that stuff on, you get overheated at some point in the day. If it's too cold, then you're playing the hand warmer game.
Right.
I don't know.
And the wind
you know what I mean, George?
I
wind
know
makes all the
exactly what you mean from my view in the lodge.
Yeah,
next to a fireplace with a drink in your hand, right?
right.
So here's a live view of Grand Haven. Really beautiful shot with, obviously the ice there and the Grand Haven, or the pier in the background, and the sun, of course, reflecting off of both. We'll take you to South Haven.
pictures.
Beautiful. Just love it. I don't know. It just gets me in a good mood. A nice sunrise. Here's the latest out there. High pressure keeping all the moisture off to our south, to the south of us. And that's why we have the sunshine out there. There's a little clipper system that's going to move across the northern parts of the state and clip northern Michigan. Not us. We'll stay dry. Today we'll just see a few high mid-level clouds out there. It should be a really beautiful sky today. And then you can see some of that snow up to the north. We'll work our way into the Friday time frame and lots of sunshine once again. Just a few high mid-level clouds as that cold front approaches. That cold front will knock our temperatures down a bit for the weekend. You can see some light snow moving into the picture later on Saturday. It's not going to be a big event, but it's kind of interesting. You follow up a day of 50 degrees and sunshine. The next day you get snow. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow, or actually on Saturday. Not a lot. I think most areas coming in less than 2 inches. Right now, this is a European model. It has the heaviest of the snow kind of setting up right around I-96. Again, not much, just enough to shovel likely. And the 8-day forecast features sunshine returning later in the weekend, well, on Sunday, second half of the weekend. It's going to be a little bit cooler with temperatures in the 20s. We carry over more sunshine on Monday. Tuesday, we could see a little bit of a mix develop later in the day. Not all forecast models are on board with it, so that's something we'll likely tweak as we go along. And then warming up later in that 8-day forecast, and that is going to mark a trend as we kind of flip the calendar into March. It looks like warmer and wetter. Speaking of March, here's your stats. Transitional month. We begin it with average highs upper 30s, average lows in lower 20s, and we go into the lower 50s for daytime highs on average by the end of the month. So obviously with the daylight hours getting longer, we start to warm up a bit. We still average a little over a half a foot of snow in the month of March. And I don't think we're going to get it the first half, and this is why. That is one warm look.
You think we'll get it the second half?
I think we'll get some in the second half.
Darn, okay.
Yep.
That's when I'm ready to be done with snow. I
Yeah.
love snow, but you get to March 15 and
Yeah,
for me, that's
right around
like,
St. Patrick's Day and thereafter. Yeah. Peace out.
We've
Yeah.
had St. Patrick's days where it's been 70 degrees and you've got the parade and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
nice and sunny.
Uh-huh. And we've had others with snow.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't like those ones, Matt.
March is not I do not like March. That's why I'm going to go on vacation. But anyway, so warm and wet the first portion of March. There's signs that the end of March could be quite cold. So
Darn.
stay tuned. We shall see.
All right.
I thought George might have some feelings about that.
The warm weather is definitely appealing.
I have a
to
feeling
me.
I know where George is focused on. Wait till I show that first 70. You're going to be
man.
going...
When you
He's
talk to
going to
me
be
this
out the
morning,
door.
Yeah.
He's just going to be
50s hit,
gone.
I'll be sick day, 70s.
Nobody will be here.
We get sick days?
Only when it's 70 degrees.
All right, I have to remember that.
Spring fever days.
You take the first 70 off, I'll take the first 80.
What do I get?
You get...
The 90s? Oh, great. Thanks.
Some years we don't even hit 90.
That's true. That's why it's not fair.
Yeah, right.
No. Thank you very much.
Sure.
We'll see you tomorrow on Friday.
Uh-huh.
It'll be exciting. We do have a lot to get to coming up here on Daybreak Plus, including
State of the state. Oh, we'll update the cyclist that was hit in Muskegon with the latest details on that case.
yeah, that's new overnight. We'll be right back with that. And we're back to Daybreak Plus on a Thursday.
Time for the rundown.
Yeah, we want to get to news that's new from overnight, and this is in Muskegon, where a cyclist, someone hit and killed a cyclist last night in this area of East Apple Avenue and South Mill Road.
And this was about 8 o'clock last night. Detectives tell us that the bike and the car were going in the same direction. The man who was killed was 43 years old. The people that were in the car were not hurt.
Also today, we want to go over the State of the Union address. It's not the State of the Union. That was yesterday that we were talking about that. The State of the State address. State of the State. It was Governor Gretchen Whitmer's final State of the State speech. Here is one of the clips. You know, it was a long speech, but here's one of the clips from last night.
I just released my final executive budget recommendation, which included the largest targeted literacy investment in Michigan history. The plan has a simple name and a clear goal. Every child reads. It's got 3 parts: early starts, proven methods, and extra help.
It's not just money. We've put more money towards schools in the last 10 years than ever before, and we probably need more reforms than ever before.
We need to continue to make sure that we have performers from the 4th grade on, and we do that by having an established building blocks to our curriculum.
So that's a little bit of her speech and 2 of the reactions to it from Republicans and Democrats. So she focused on literacy, you heard that, but she also talked a lot about healthcare and housing, specifically the policies in the state that she thinks will make it easier to build more housing and take down some of the red tape.
And she also talked about some of the successes that she thought that her administration had, including building a new veterans home and reopening the Palisades nuclear plant.
She referenced the 2 officers who helped with the shooting in Grand Blanc, calling them heroes. She also gave a shout out to the athletes from Michigan who represented us in the Olympics, Games
yes.
in Italy. So she covered a lot of ground last night.
Interesting that both sides, Republicans and Democrats, agree that literacy, reading, is important, and that's an area that they can probably work together on.
I think one of the messages, too, is that it'll take time to fix that. I mean, it's taken us time to get to where we are in terms of literacy. But Republicans want to know, well, what's this amount of money going to do to fix it when we've been spending so much money over the years, and what is going to work?
Right.
So we'll see. Why don't go over a meeting this week where Grand Rapids Police kind of shed some light on what it was going to take to staff events at the new amphitheater. The Acrisure Amphitheater is going to be opening soon, and one of the issues that we've heard about is parking.
Yes, 18,000 parking spots within 15 minutes of the amphitheater, and city officials are basically saying, get used to walking.
There are only a few hundred at the amphitheater.
Right, adjacent to it.
And that's going to be for people who use a wheelchair, who have mobility challenges. VIPs. So, yeah, I mean, the police are concerned that at each one of the events there, they're going to have to max out their staff and bring in other people from outside so that they can properly staff it.
Yeah, they said that they'll have to use, was it 24, at least 24 officers?
Well, here's one of the quotes from this week.
It sounds like, league fees are, maybe going to go up, and in a sport that's already expensive as it is.
That is not it. We'll get to that. That's coming up. But yeah, so Yeah, police are concerned about how they're gonna handle some of that stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
It'll be
but-
challenging for sure
It will be.
when those big events start coming.
Okay, what you just heard was a little preview of other concerns having to do with a new owner for 2 ice rinks in West Michigan. It's the same new owner that recently took over Wings West Event Center in Kalamazoo, now taking over Griff's Ice House West in Holland and Griff's Georgetown in Hudsonville, Georgetown Township.
This company is Black Bear. They're taking, it's a Maryland-based company, and they've started acquiring ice rinks here in this area, and their concerns about higher fees and use of equipment and those types of issues.
Let's get back to that.
It sounds like, league fees are, maybe going to go up, and in a sport that's already expensive as it is to play, hearing that a lot of the rinks in the area and around the country experience league fees going up quite a bit was kind of disheartening to see.
Full transparency here, we use one of these rinks.
Right.
My family, my son plays hockey, and that is a concern. If anybody who has a hockey player that they're funding knows how expensive the sport is. Ice time, whether it's hockey or figure skating, ice dancing, it's very expensive to get ice time. And these nonprofit organizations that run these programs, they're not making any money. I've looked at the books. It's all your fees that you're paying. It's not like you're lining anybody's pocket. So it is a concern. But we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, I want to get you ready for the weekend, which
Devos Place
starts today, maybe. This is the live look inside Devos Place right now. This is not a live look inside Devos Place right now. This is a map.
That's the digging that's going on.
Yep, that is
another story.
there you go.
Here
There's
we
the
are.
live look inside Devos Place. See all that? See all those trees?
Yeah.
Home and Garden Show.
Tropical might be extreme, but it's certainly
You know what?
warm.
It's
and
hopeful.
welcoming.
It's a hopeful
It's a
word,
hopeful sign.
George. Duncan McLean is at Devos Place for us this morning to get you ready for the Home and Garden Show.
We're here inside Devos Place Convention Center, where the Home and Garden Show has started off its annual 4-day residence here. 330 plus local vendors are ready to showcase their products, techniques, and skills. Those professionals will take time to interact and swap skills over the course of this, welcoming in amateurs to look at some new plants, some new gear, some new techniques to help get their home and garden in tip-top shape. And it's also a great place for beginners just trying to get into the scene to figure out how to get their knee pads dirty for the first time. This is one of the 12 showcase gardens that really dominate your attention when you walk into the convention center. Each one of them set up by a local landscape design company to, again, showcase what is possible inside your own home and garden. If you want to come check it out at any point over the weekend, it opens Thursday and runs from 2 in the afternoon to 8 in the evening. Friday it runs from noon to 9. Saturday from 10 in the morning to 8 in the evening, and the grand finale coming up on Sunday from 11 to 5. Tickets are $12 for adults, $18 if you want to score a multi-day pass, and you're going to want to do that if you want to catch these seminars. There are 5 seminar stages with programming running all weekend, everything from houseplant gurus teaching you how to keep things alive indoors, composting experts to walk you through that process, and even some on the home side of the Home and Garden Show, like laundry experts who want to make sure that you're doing that right, taking care of your clothes and your body as you do. If you're coming in with children, tickets for them are $5. That's ages 6 to 14. The show begins again at 2 this afternoon and runs all weekend long. You don't want to miss it. For now in Grand Rapids, Duncan McLean, News 8.
Appreciate him showing us around, giving us that nice little preview. Coming up,
Celebrity birthdays and this day in Michigan history.
including what happened with regards to Smith & Wesson on this day in Michigan history.
This is an interesting story.
We'll be right back on Daybreak Plus. Welcome back to Daybreak Plus.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Birthday time.
Happy birthday to Erykah Badu. 55 years old today.
R&B singer, On and On, Honey, the Healer. Nice outfit there.
She has a lot of good songs.
Yes, she really does.
Sticking with the artists here, Michael Bolton, 73 today.
When a man loves a woman, how am I supposed to live
right.
without you? I just read that he had undergone aggressive surgery for brain cancer.
But he's doing okay.
He's doing okay
He's
now.
doing okay.
But he had gone through chemotherapy and had struggled with that, but
I
seems
think
to
he
be...
had 2 surgeries.
Yes.
But his family said that he's recovering
He's doing all
really
right.
well and is, has all of his faculties and they're spending all their time together.
Now, this guy I've watched for years and did not know his name until today.
Mark Dacascos,
Iron
62,
Chef America.
and John Wick.
Yeah. I watch
3.
the Food Network all the time.
So you've seen him all over
And
the
so I've
place.
seen him and I never knew what his name was.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
And you know his age.
And I know it is. Looks good.
Corinne Bailey Ray, turning 47 today.
Singer and songwriter,
A
47
lot of great
years old.
artists on the
Yes.
list today. Jonathan Cain, 76 years old today.
From Journey. Yeah.
See,
A lot of good songs.
now we're gonna move to acting.
Okay.
You may not even know Teresa Palmer. I mainly put her on here because she has the same name as me. But, I did see her in A History of Witches, which is
Okay.
on Netflix, and I started binging that show, and now I keep noticing her in all these other shows. But
Hacksaw Ridge, Lights Out, a couple of others. Australian actress.
yeah,
All right, Teresa.
Teresa.
Great people
spelled
named
the
Teresa.
same way and everything, which
Great
is unusual.
people named Teresa.
He flatters. Okay. On this day in Michigan history, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not that far back, but his history goes back farther.
Yes.
So this is Smith & Wesson's CEO resigned in 2004 as CEO of the company because he had been a stick-up man at U of M.
During college.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so bizarre. I was reading
went to
this
prison.
story. Spent 15 years in prison for armed robbery.
And I guess they just never did a background check.
Didn't check. These
So-
things happen.
But to serve all that time as CEO, make it to that point. But yeah, he has quite the history at U of M.
That's a big wow.
All right. Also on this day in Michigan history, in 1893, we're going back a little.
The Clydesdales,
Farther.
the horses set a record by pulling 48 tons on a sledge in Michigan.
So there you go.
There you go. There's a notable record, huh?
They're so majestic, though, aren't they?
They are.
Every time they come through the area. When I was in Buffalo, they used to come through there pretty frequently. The Clydesdales would always be in town, but they're pretty neat to see. They're so huge.
1893.
We want to, in our last word, get you ready for tonight on Wood TV because we have our Black History Month special coming up, with which George has worked on.
That's right. Co-hosting with Katani Gooch, 7 o'clock tonight on Channel 8. One of the most interesting stories that Katani did was she found a man who went to the March on Washington back in 1963, August of 1963, and talking about his reflections, not only of that day, but just how history has transformed and how black folks have overcome lots of odds through history. And I should mention, both of my parents went to the March on Washington.
Really?
They were both there in 1963, and my dad's no longer with us, but my mom, I actually talked to her about that a couple of months ago when I was at home. I said, "Were you at the March on Washington?" Yeah, I was.
That's the
at March
first
on-"
time that's come up?
I had forgotten. She,
Okay.
Earlier, years ago, I remember her, but I was like, tell me again. She had been working in D.C. that summer and ended up going to the March on Washington, August 28th.
You should record her talking about that.
That would be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
think that like with older people in your family, you have these conversations, but you're not committing everything to memory well enough. So
Right.
you should have the conversation again and
And tape it.
get it on the record. But
Yes.
you should watch our Black History special tonight at 7 on Wood TV 8, honoring Black history.
Some good stories in there tonight.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We're out of time.
All right, well, have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.